Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kathy Hilton shares why she called Mauricio Umansky after his separation. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills personality Kathy Hilton is opening up about her dynamic with her sister, Kyle Richards' estranged husband, Mauricio Umansky. During a March 2025 episode of the RHOBH After Show, Hilton said she still cares about him. She noted that Umansky is the father of her nieces, Sophia Umansky, Portia Umansky, and Alexia Umansky. Hilton also referenced that Umansky is the stepfather of Richard's eldest child, Farah Al-Jafri. In addition, Hilton said that he and Kyle were a great couple during their marriage. She then shared that she called Umansky on his and Richard's wedding anniversary following their 2023 separation. "I've called to check on him on their anniversary. I called him, and he was on a trip. He was on holiday. I called, and he said, 'Is everything okay?' And I said, 'I was just calling to see how you were doing,'" said Hilton on the RHOBH After Show episode. Hilton said she reached out to him because she just wanted him to know that no matter what, she cares and is here for him. She also said that she felt bad for him following his separation. "I could see in his face that he was sad and confused. I felt that this was just as tough on him," said Hilton. In a separate interview for the same RHOBH After Show episode, Richards shared how Hilton has reacted to her split from Umansky. She said that her eldest sister has been very supportive of her following her separation. She said, however, that Hilton has been oddly emotional about it. "She's broken down crying to me about my separation many times. She struggles to talk about," said Richards during the interview. She said while Hilton wants to see her happy and move on, she is also a little heartbroken that it came to this. While speaking to Access Hollywood in November 2024, Richards discussed her dynamic with Umansky following their separation. According to Richards, she and her estranged husband are very good friends and love each other. "We are family. We support each other. We want the best for each other. He comes over for dinner. I ask him advice on business stuff, and he says, 'I'm proud of you,'" said Richards to the publication. She also said they had a great marriage for a long time, and now they have a great friendship. "And we know that we are family, no matter what," continued Richards. Richards also told Access Hollywood that they have not yet filed for divorce because it just hasn't felt like any pressing reason to. Richards made similar comments about her dynamic with Umansky in an October 2024 interview with Us Weekly. "I don't know what the future holds right now with Mauricio and me. We love each other, so that part is easy. What's not easy is figuring out what's next," said Richards during the Us Weekly interview. "We're not divorced. He doesn't live here, but we're still figuring things out." On the show, people felt they were owed answers and thought I was withholding stuff, but I'm figuring it out myself. Kathy Hilton shares why she called Mauricio Umansky after his separation. Kathy Hilton, a woman known for her elegance, wit, and occasional candor, has never been shy when it comes to offering her perspective on life's most intriguing dramas. As someone who's witnessed the ebbs and flows of the entertainment world, family dynamics, and the ever-watchful eyes of the public, Kathy has an uncanny ability to remain composed and yet still be refreshingly open. So when news broke that Mauricio Umansky, the successful real estate mogul, and his wife Kyle Richards were going through a separation, it was only natural that Kathy would weigh in. After all, she shares not just a familial bond with the couple, but also a special connection to Mauricio that goes beyond mere acquaintanceship. The separation of Mauricio and Kyle became one of the most talked about topics on social media and across news outlets, sparking various rumors and heated discussions. Fans and critics alike were eager for the story to unfold, and as the dust settled, Kathy made a decision that raised eyebrows. She called Mauricio. Now, Kathy Hilton isn't one to act impulsively. Known for her poise, she understood the gravity of the situation and the emotional complexities involved. But what prompted Kathy to reach out to Mauricio, a man she had known for years, amid one of the most trying moments of his life? The family connection. Kathy Hilton's reason for reaching out to Mauricio wasn't as simple as a friendly gesture. It was deeply rooted in family and the years of shared experiences that connected them. Mauricio, who married Kyle Richards in 1996, had long been part of Kathy's extended family. While the two women, Kyle and Kathy, have always had their ups and downs, the relationship between Kathy and Mauricio has tumultuous world of reality television, where friendships can be fleeting. Kathy's connection with Mauricio was genuine, based on mutual respect and understanding. Over the years, Kathy had seen firsthand how the couple navigated life together, raising their children and building a powerful empire. Mauricio was always part of the fabric of the Hilton family gatherings, whether it was at an intimate dinner or a more glamorous soiree. Kathy's affection for him was clear. After all, he wasn't just her brother-in-law, he was a friend and confidant, someone she trusted. So when Kathy heard of the separation, she felt a deep sense of empathy. She knew how challenging it could be for anyone to go through such a public event, particularly when there are children and a long history to consider. It wasn't just a call to check in, it was a call to show support, to offer comfort in a time of uncertainty. A desire to provide comfort. Kathy Hilton has always been a woman of compassion. Known for her generosity and warmth, she's been a comforting presence to those in need, often stepping into the role of the calm, collected voice when chaos swirls around her. Mauricio, in this case, was no different. Kathy knew that, despite his success and outwardly confident demeanor, this was a deeply personal moment for him. The separation from Kyle wasn't just a matter of public relations or media attention. It was a painful chapter in his life that required real, human connection. Kathy has always been someone who values family above all else, a close source shared. She may joke around, but when it comes to the people she loves, she's incredibly supportive. Her call to Mauricio was a way of letting him know that, no matter what, she's there for him. Family is what matters. Kathy's call, therefore, wasn't just about catching up on gossip or exchanging pleasantries. It was about providing a sense of normalcy in a world that had suddenly turned upside down for Mauricio. By offering her unwavering support, Kathy sought to remind him that no matter the circumstances, the family bond remained strong. A chance to be there for Mauricio. While the public might have seen the separation as a high-profile moment in the lives of two well-known figures, Kathy understood that it was an intensely personal matter for Mauricio. She knew him as a man who'd worked tirelessly to build his career, navigate the highs and lows of life, and dedicate himself to his family. Now, as he faced a new chapter, Kathy's instinct was to be a shoulder to lean on. It's not uncommon for people to feel isolated during times of hardship, especially when that hardship is under the unforgiving scrutiny of the public eye. Kathy Hilton, always the compassionate soul, likely recognized this. Mauricio, despite his success, would need support not only from family, but from friends who had always been there, people like Kathy. She was quick to reach out to him after the separation news broke, possibly sensing that he needed more than just words of encouragement. She likely wanted to make sure he knew that he wasn't alone, and that her family's bond extended far beyond what the cameras or headlines portrayed. As Kathy has often said, family is everything. And in this moment, her call to Mauricio was her way of demonstrating that sentiment in the most meaningful way possible. The public perspective. How Kathy handled the media spotlight. While Kathy's call to Mauricio was undoubtedly driven by care and empathy, the media world, particularly the world that Kathy herself inhabits as part of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, tends to turn even the most personal gestures into public spectacles. In this case, Kathy Hilton didn't shy away from addressing the situation head-on. In interviews and through social media, Kathy took a measured approach, expressing her support for both Mauricio and Kyle without diving into the messy details. She wisely chose not to comment extensively on the reasons behind the separation, recognizing that the truth of any personal relationship, especially one as complex as that of Mauricio and Kyle, should remain private. Her measured comments were a reflection of her respect for her family members and their privacy. As a public figure herself, Kathy understood how difficult it could be to weather the public storm, especially when your life is under the microscope. By keeping her focus on offering support rather than fueling gossip, Kathy showed a level of maturity and grace that is often rare in the world of celebrity. A lesson in family and loyalty. Ultimately, Kathy Hilton's decision to call Mauricio Umansky after his separation from Kyle was an act of loyalty and love. It was a reminder that in moments of personal crisis, the people who truly matter are those who stand by your side, whether the cameras are rolling or not. Kathy's phone call wasn't just about offering words of comfort.